How is everyone doing? Good evening, everyone. We're back with some more Ronnie. Let me just do me hellos. Ooh, quite a few people in chat. Nerd Rage, Mex, Neuro, Red Gnome, Arducon, welcome. Sindane, Sordid, Jeepers. Prior, how's it going, everyone? We are back. We're going to play some more Ronnie tonight. It is fucking freezing here. It is a cold, cold day here. I really dig all the new art for the channel. Nice, nerd. That is the Dragon's doing. She's done all the art for us, so I'm glad you appreciate it because she's sweated over it, bless her. We're gonna do a giveaway. We're gonna do a giveaway right at the start of the stream. I'm gonna start by giving everyone some fluff. Bang! These are for the early boys that have turned up. What should we give away? How about? Let's see. Well, we're getting a bit Halloweeny. I'm gonna give away a copy of this. Give me 1 second. Now this is going to be for everyone that's shown up. This isn't just for subs. It'll be the usual deal. It'll be a maximum of yes. It'll be It will be a maximum of 15 tickets. Each ticket will be 100 fluff. How about that? And this will be on for 20 minutes. Bang. There you go, guys. And this is for a copy of Dead by Daylight. It's coming up to Halloween. You know, why not? Your firstborn child. No! No. Right. So, yeah, we're back in the colony. We had a really good stream yesterday. And by the way, guys, incredible how many people turned up yet. Just before we start, I will just like to say, we have hit 2,000 followers on Twitch, which is fucking incredible milestone. 2,000 followers. We're currently at 110 sub points, which is incredible. We're at 78,000 views on Twitch. It's fucking awesome. Our average viewers at the minute for streams is up to like 60, 58.9 or something. So genuinely, for all those that have been turning up and stopping for the most part of the streams as well, thank you guys. It's been pretty incredible. So yeah. Now then, we are back in the base. We left off last night, and we'd done our first petroleum rocket launch, if you remember, and we were about to do our second, but I'm having a bit of an issue with the oxylite delivery, so we'll have a look at that in a minute. I've not done anything off stream really. I loaded up the game before, so I wasn't waiting for 10 minutes before the stream. Everything's pretty much ticking over. I did notice our water was backing up a little bit on our natural gas gens. It's basically the water was sat in the pipe, so I've just slapped a valve in here just to make it throttle the water a little bit. And other than that, we're literally exactly where we left off, I think. So we'll just let the game run for a minute. And what I'd like to do today, I want to keep doing some spacey missions with this boy. I want to get space sorted out a little bit so we can start getting the benefit of these solar panels. And then I want to do some digging out and tidying up of the base. And I want to build a little extra part of the base. And we'll start taking some more dupes today, I think. So yeah, plenty of stuff I want to do. Well, while we're doing the thank you round, thanks for streaming, thanks for adding interesting videos about oxygen not included on YouTube. Let's just say thanks. Nice, Eddie. Oh, such niceness. So yeah, we're at cycle 990. We've still got dupes cooking in the base at the minute, so we've got 150 fried mushrooms, 160 frost buns, and a half-eaten barbecue. So we're getting there. What I want to do is get this oxylite delivered. However, I'm having a bit of an issue with it. It's being a bit of a dangus. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if you can... Hold on. See this slider down here? It has a weird bug when you mouse over it. And every time I've tried to get any oxylite delivered to it, it just spits it out again. I've got 80 kilos of oxylite in there at the moment. And I've got 1,225 kilos in my little... smart storage, but they just will not deliver it, and I don't know why. So yeah, what's the neatest rocket upgrade you found so far? Rocket upgrade? How do you mean, nerd? Gurk, how's it going? How are you? Rocket upgrade. We don't actually find the upgrades, we have to do research. So this orange level of research is what we get for going into space. So I think, where did we go last stream? We went to here, didn't we? So this is where we went last time, and we found that there was a bit of niobium and fullerene, and we've now done all these research markers here. This is where I want to go today. I want to start doing these 30k ones. I'm probably going to still send the steam boy to here. But I think what I'm probably going to do is put a cargo thing on him so we can maybe start getting some iso resin coming back. Might be an idea. But yeah, I want to get to these 30k ones today. I want to find out what all this stuff is. Whilst we're, excuse me, digging out the base and stuff, it kind of makes sense. So yeah, so this is set to a priority 9. I've got a gantry here, and I think they can reach it. I don't really know. I'm going to give everyone. I'm just going to give everyone access, because it doesn't really matter if there's CO2 in here. It's kind of pressurized enough now so that the oxylite doesn't off-gas. And I'm hoping we can get this filled up. Now, it's probably bedtime now, so they're all going to go for a little sleep. Which is fine. The base itself is pretty chill still, nothing really much going on in the base. But what I would like to do, I want to do a few little builds today, one of which being a bristleberry farm, one of which being a pinch pepper nut farm. Now the only thing the problem I've got with the pinch pepper nut farm is I don't have much polluted water going around spare. Oh, I'd like to get this tidied away as well. I'm going to do that now actually, this is annoying me. So I may have to figure that shit out. Mont, how's it going, bud? What is isoresin used for? I believe it's one of the new crafting materials, nerd. There's a new building that we can make now called the molecular fabricator, molecular assembler. I've not actually built one yet, so I don't quite know how it works. Molecular forge, which is this thing. So processes rare materials into advanced industrial goods. Rare materials can be retrieved from space missions. Duplicants will not fabricate items unless recipes are queued. Takes 1.6 kilowatts, generates a little bit of heat, and it can make fullerene, isoresin, niobium. Wait. Oh, they're what it refines. So yeah, we'll have to build one. Have a play. Add petroleum power for polluted oxygen. Yeah, it's polluted water. But yeah, I suppose we get a little bit from that as well. We have got a little bit of water coming off of our natural gas gens, but we're cooling that water and sieving it. Or we're sieving it and then cooling it, rather. And that's going to be the water that we use for our bristleberries. So I just need an additional source of hot polluted water, really. Excuse me. I do still have, don't get me wrong, I do still have masses of pockets of polluted water kicking around the map that I can just dig down and drop down to the base level of the map. That isn't a problem. I do have lots and lots of polluted water. It's not like I'm running out of it, but I don't have a renewable source of it yet. I don't have a surplus of polluted water anywhere apart from this little bit off these. We could use some petroleum generators. It's just at the minute I'm kind of liking the fact that my petroleum can all be pissed into space for rockets. So yeah. Now, I don't know why my dupes aren't coming and getting this oxylite for me. There is access. That's on default access. That's on default access. They can reach this, I'm assuming. Bang. Don't quite know what's happening. Mick, how's it going, buddy? How's it going? We could do that sorted, yeah. That is not a bad idea. I'd like a renewable source of it, honestly. But anyway, I'll tell you what we're going to do. First things first, I'm going to get rid of all this stuff that's around here. And I'm going to do a little sweep to get rid of this stuff. I'm going to drop everything else down. It's all about the dangus, yes. I don't know why they're not delivering this oxylite. It's really pissing me off. I don't really have much high priority stuff outstanding, so what my dupes are doing, I don't really know. Let's see if we can track some bastards down. I know they're probably still doing lime and making me, trying to make me steel and stuff. We've got a little bit of fossil left, and we've got 700 odd kilos of eggshell, so we've got quite a bit of eggshell left as well. Do you allow them in the oxygen room? Yeah, they're allowed in here. I've got a door here with default permissions, so don't know. They're just being dickbags. I don't know why. Right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. Let's ease off the cooking and stuff now. We've got a shitload of food saved up. So let's make our last frost bun. Let's make one of them. Same with you. We'll put you down to like a 7. And we'll just make one more barbecue. Is a 9. 2 more barbecues. There we go. And then that'll free up a lot of our dupes. One of the reasons I want to get some more dupes going is because I kind of want to make some dedicated purpose dupes. So my thinking is I'm going to build like some rooms up here, and the only place they'll be able to access is like my ranches and stuff. And maybe I'll do all my cooking in this little separate dupe building. That's the plan. So I'm going to have a little play and see what we can get going today. It's going to be a bit of a tidy up stream as well. Here we go. So I only want them to deliver about 1,300 kilos. That's why I've got to be a little bit careful with this. So there's 91 kilos, and I've got 1,225 in here. So hopefully they'll just beast all this, and I won't lose too much. There we go. This is what I want. So now we should be ready to go. And now I can lock this door, I think. Oosh. Why did that just kick it out? Why did that just kick it out? Why did that do that? It's just turfed out my oxylite. This is what I was finding earlier. I've had problems with these oxidizer tanks. Maybe it's because we're over the amount that I asked for, so it's just dumped it all out on the floor. Let's try this again. I want 1,300. Let's just try it like that. Let's move you down here and see if you'll instantly pick this up again. Because that would be great if you could. There we go. So right, she's moving in there, 1,300 kilos, I think. There we go. So now we've got 1,304 kilos. I think if she delivers over the amount, it'll spit it out, which is really annoying. Duke Penal Colony, go. Exactly, Wachunga, that's what I'm thinking. Screen cap and bug report. I think they know about this nerd. There's been people complaining about this on the forums. I think it's only a problem if you're using oxylite. It works fine with liquid oxygen. We're just not doing liquid oxygen yet. So, what do you use for insulation? Depends on what I'm doing, Zeno. If it's something where I just need a little bit of protection, then I'll just use igneous rock and insulated tiles. If it's something where I want to be a bit more precise, I'll use ceramic. You know, if it's something that I'm worried about state changing in the pipe, I'll use a bit of ceramic. But for the most part, just insulated tiles made of igneous or something. You don't need to go too crazy with it really early on. If you've got somewhere that's super hot, do 2 or 3 layers of it and you'll be fine. So yeah, I want to start clearing out all this crap down here. We'll leave this as like a no man's island up here. We should be okay. The only thing I do want to get done first, actually, is this pipe. So let's just leave you for a second. I'll extend this pipe down. This is going to be my hydrogen pipe from this little electrolyzer setup up here. I might as well pump it down somewhere. I might as well gather it somewhere. Don't know where the fuck I'm going to use it, but... I don't even remember this piping setup. I did this that long ago. What are you doing? You're coming from these pumps to there. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. I think I can just bridge into there, but I can't remember if that'll cause me any problems. Let's just run a pipe down anyway, so I've got it done for later, and I can decide where it's going to go in a bit. I'll blast off in a second, Prior, yeah. Just give me a sec. Yeah, you can just come down here. Yeah, we'll run down the pipe. Be a bit cleaner. So... let me just check. Who should we send? Was it Gossman we were going to send on this one? I think Gossman was our petrol boy, wasn't he? Let's get him going. What's happened here? Huh? 1 second. I'm going to have to go and do something with the oven in a second, guys. Oh, my hydrogen's backed up, so I'm getting no oxygen. That makes sense. Okay, so this kind of does need to be done urgently then. Not urgently, but soonish. We'll get this rocket launched, then I'll just go and check on my dinner. Gossman, away. Is a meteor shower just started? You bastards. Bastards. By the way, there is a giveaway at the minute, guys. For those of you that have just joined, there is a giveaway. It will be ending very soon. It is for a copy of, I think it was Dead by Daylight. Do the usual deal, exclamation point giveaway, and then a number to buy your raffle tickets. And it will be ending pretty soon, I think. It's ending in 5 minutes. Hi, little question. How can we cool down Steam? In the early game, you only have Weezewarts. I'll show you now, Troll. I'll show you a little build for it if you want, mate. Just let me launch my rocket, and then I'll be with you. I'll show you while this meteor shower's happening. Right, so let me just retract this. So I've had a build up and running here since pretty much the beginning of the game. Quite early on I capped this geyser. And all I basically did, I've got some liquid pipe behind it. I've used this same build on all of my steam vents, so I've got a slightly different version of it here, but it's the same idea. And even way down here, I've got the same build again. And all I've got behind it is some piping in a loop. Alright. Now, you can do this out of radiant pipe, you can do this out of granite pipe, you can do it out of anything really, but you want something that's got a reasonable heat transference. You know, you don't want to make it out of insulated pipes because then it won't work. On this one I've used all radiant pipes because I probably had more metal when I was at this point, but on the ones up here I think they're like a blend of granite pipe and radiant pipe. But the idea is you'll pump in some water into your radiator. And I just used normal polluted water that was kicking out around the asteroid. This is a pool that's been here for ages, and we've had gulp fish in here and all sorts of stuff, so it's a bit of a bastardised pool of water. But any water that you've got kicking around, it doesn't really matter. If it's 40 degree, 50 degree, it doesn't matter. Polluted water. I put that into my radiator, and I cycle it through the radiator. And I've got a liquid shut-off here. And basically, when this pipe sensor here detects that the water's gone above 95 degrees, it empties the water out. So basically my water is just cycling until it gets too hot, which is probably going to happen pretty soon if we watch it for a second. At which point the water gets dumped out, and then that water goes down here to a reservoir, which is just a buffer, and then hits a water sieve and then gets cleaned into clean water. So this little bit of water will cool this steam geyser for ages, and then once it gets to 95 degrees it'll empty out and some more will be put in there. So we're getting there now and you'll see it happen. Calamazo, welcome buddy. Zeno. Frostside XT Jalabear. Good evening folks. Good evening, good evening. There you go. So it should start emptying now. And then some more water will be pumped in. And then the cycle continues, that's that. And the beauty of doing this is it heats up your water. You can do this, you don't have to go to 95 degrees, you can go less if you want. I go to 95 just because I'm going to delete the heat through a water sieve anyway. A water sieve always outputs its water, the clean water, at 40 degrees. So yeah, it's just easier. Putting Weezewarts in isn't really ideal, the troll. You can do it with Weezewarts, but what I would recommend is don't put your Weezewarts in the room. Have your Weezewarts in like a little adjoining room with either an interconnecting door or some metal tiles, and have your Weezewarts sat on a door, and then do it with a thermo sensor. Like why you don't have a vacuum? Whereas background territory or planet? One tile where you don't have background of planet is vacuum. What do you mean, XT? What do you mean? Yeah, you can do it with Weezewarts, the troll, but it's just you need quite a few of them, and you want to have them in a hydrogen-rich area. What do you mean, XT? Sorry, bud. Right, let's launch this rocket. Let's go. We're launching Petrol Boy. We need to decide where he's going. We're going here. Or do we want to go to a steel place? Let's go to a steel place first. And it's going to be Dangus Maximus. So let's just make sure these doors are open first. Alright. Yeah, the quote log's updated, Ned. It is updated, buddy. Okay, Dangus Maximus away. Tim Tay, thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How's it going? Alright, so, Rocket Boy. Oh, it's a warm one. Nice. So we'll need to remember when he's going to come back. Now, because he's going to a 30k planet now, it's going to be 9 cycles. So it's going to be a little while before he gets back. So we're probably looking... If somebody can remind me at like cycle 1001 or something, that'd be ideal. Because I will forget. You know I will. I will forget. Alright, we probably need to put some ladders in here to actually get to this stuff, annoyingly. Sorry, you're gonna... Right, hold on. Let me get to... In the rocket launch, you have background of planet and space, yeah? Yes. I wonder why. No reason. I built this in a bit of a derpy place. If my base had been laid out slightly differently, or if the world gen had been slightly differently, it would have been ideal to have all of this as vacuum. But I needed the space. I needed a lot of room, so I had to go further down, and yeah. You would ideally want to do these rockets in a vacuum, because then you don't need to worry about any of the heat or anything. It's much easier. That's what I would recommend anyway. Alright, one of the things I want to do today, before we do too much else, is get these connected. So you can see I've slapped in some of these heavy watt joint plates. I'm going to get these put in. I noticed I couldn't really do it down here because of where my wiring was. So we will do this like so. And then we'll just connect this up to here. That should be fine. So I'm probably going to need to let somebody in here. I don't know if I've got access. We'll let Ari and Ruby through. Not Ruby. Just let everyone in. I think I've blacklisted the jetpack dudes, so that's fine. Who I did quote 1228? I don't know, mate. What is it? I think that might have been Nalash. I can remove it if you want, mate. It's gone. Alright, nerd. Jesus. Alright, mate. It's gone. Are you happy now? Losing hydrogen. What are you saying? Where am I losing hydrogen, Max? Oh, why is it so warm here? Oh. Where am I losing hydrogen, Max? I'm losing hydrogen, you say? Why am I losing hydrogen? Oh, in this room. I shouldn't lose it in here. Why am I... Oh, shit, the vacuum. I see what you mean. Sorry, buddy. I was miles away then. Right, let's do that. And I also want to get this replaced whilst we're going near as well. So let's just bang a tile here. And away we go. Son of a bitch. Weirdly, it doesn't seem to be draining all that much. Well spotted though, Max. Holy shit. Insta-death to noobs. What do you mean, Torello? Oh, the rocket. Ah, shit. Perkins, how are you, bud? Max can see a pixel a mile away. He can. He is incredible. Right, I'm just going to run this wire into here, and I'm going to do this with just iron. This will never get hot enough over here to really be a problem, and I want to get this wire done. It doesn't really need to be done all that urgently, but I'd kind of like to get it done. I'll do it with like a 7. Get all this done with a 7. I can't get any power off these until I sort the automation on this side, so I might just bang in another one of these setups. As much as I don't really want to, just to get it online, so we can start getting a bit of that free power. I'm conscious that our natural gas is really starting to dwindle. We're down to 360, 350 kilos of natural gas, and I don't know when my geysers are going to be all that active. This isn't active for another 50 cycles. This one isn't active for another... Oh no, this is active at the minute. Nice. Oh, this has just become active again, this one. And this is quite a big boy, so that's quite nice. So we should get a bit of natural gas getting topped up. You said top left, you do it in right. Trans room, top left. It's because I understand that Mex made a derp. He means here. He didn't mean left, he meant here. Got transcoding again. Oh, nice, Nailu. That's awesome. Next guy's like a 10-pound slug. Never heard that expression before. I like that. Eyes like a 10-pound slug. I'll tell you what. Let's just build. I don't know if I can build a tile over this. If that'll work. I don't think it will. Yeah. So we're gonna have to delete this. We'll lose a little bit of gas again, but it's not a big deal. Basically, with this wire, I couldn't bridge back into here without trying to cross this, so I thought I'd just run it up here. We'll probably end up putting more solar on this side at some point and getting rid of some of this crap, and then we can run like a tungsten wire through here. But yeah, I do have plans what I want to do today. It's all going to take a little bit of time. So here's my hydrogen pipe. That needs to be emptied. We don't need it done immediately, but we're not making any oxalate at the minute, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. So what I'll probably do, I'm debating whether to put like a gas reservoir in or something. I could start storing the hydrogen. I could make a little overpressurized tank up here, store the hydrogen for later, because I'm going to want to make liquid hydrogen at some point. Excuse me. Life, how do you make steel? Metal refinery XT. Metal refinery, buddy. How do you make a vacuum seal around the base? G-Man, I don't at the moment. I don't have a vacuum seal on this base. But if you were to do it, what I would recommend is do like a double liquid lock. Leave maybe like a 3-tile or a 2-tile gap, and then just do a double skin of walls. And then the only place you'll lose any heat is through your liquid lock. But why do you want to use a vacuum around your entire base? It is completely not really necessary. Why would you want to do that? Does rocket work? No, I didn't do the rocket command. Do you want me to do that now? I'll tell you what, we'll do that now whilst my dupes are pottering around. I'll get rid of some of this crap whilst we're waiting as well. Right, let me figure out if I can do this rocket command. In fact, I think there's probably a script or something on Discord. Let me have a look. Chat box. Scripts. CLP. Apparently there's a script I can do this with. What liquid do you prefer to cool machine to refine steel? I use oil. XT, yeah. Saw some post about protecting your colony from heat. Made it cycle 120, still trying to fuck how to make sustaining O2 production. Oh, I see. G-Man.